these words, I'm reminded of a woman who independently overcame everything because that is what she set her mind to. It is often said that we stand on the shoulders of giants. And while my grandmother stands only at 4 foot 8 inches tall, I stand on her shoulders in order to reach a future that far exceeds her own expectations. Juana Morales is my grandmother, or as I like to call her, my nana. For most of my childhood, I admired my nana, but at the same time, not knowing much about her or her struggles. What is her story? What drives her to be who she is today? I hope for success, but that is such a broad term. As a girl, I thought, successful people must finish their tests the quickest and be the best in every subject. But often, like a child's viewpoint normally is, it's much simpler than reality. Over time, I have come to a different conclusion, that the true meaning of success is legacy. And it is that hope of continuing a legacy that drives my nana. While some may strive to be a millionaire or even a billionaire, an alternative definition of success is legacy. And how might you accomplish this, you might ask? Simple, education. And through this, one might not just find earthly riches, but internal wealth of character. So while money is a great motivation, true success is continuing one's family legacy through education. From our writing project, I learned that my nana grew up the eldest of 9 children in a small town in Jalisco, Mexico, to parents that were not so kind, to say the least. My nana has fought oppression basically all of her life. Whether it was by her parents or the government, she was still not willing to let them stand in the way of what she wanted. Namely, receiving an education and becoming a citizen of the United States. And while she may not have accomplished some of these goals, she made strides that can only be described as amazing feats. I admire her determination, her independence, her grit. Most importantly, I admire her strong-willed character. For receiving formal education was not really possible for my nana. Her Papa Grande, her grandfather, wanted her to receive an education, but her dad said no. Better yet, he said, why would she need an education when her responsibility is to wipe the butts of the other children? So unwilling to sit there and be a compliant maid, my nana jumped at the first chance she could to flee to the United States and live with her uncle. There, she became a California resident and found a job as a factory worker, working long, grueling hours of menial labor while doing another job babysitting and even laundry on the side, and also trying to pursue classes in English. Unfortunately, this became all too much with the birth of her first child. She tried to continue everything, but there are only so many hours in the day. She put the future of her children in front of her own because she knew she could give them the opportunity that she never had, namely an education. My nana has told me that once you have children, it changes your perspective of life. You not only suffer for yourself, but you suffer for them as well. So when my mother became the first of her 4 children to receive a college diploma, she stepped into an uncharted world of possibilities, not only for herself, but her children as well, especially me. Their sacrifices have humbled me, yet made me determined to be successful. To create a new path out of nothing requires hard work, determination, and a commitment to a larger dream, a bigger goal. My nana said, it is beautiful to dream, but every dream you don't get costs you. And she tells me that all the education that I did not get, you did. All the decisions that I made that required sacrifice give you the possibility to achieve more. That really hit me the hardest. I look over at my nana and her short black hair infused with extensive amounts of gray that tell an unimaginable story. My mother tells me I'm a lot like my nun. I am strong, determined, and if I really set my mind to something, I will achieve it. If my nun had had the opportunities that I had when she was a child, who knows what she could have accomplished. Finally, she tells me, I don't know how I'll really be remembered, but I believe that no one ever truly dies. For once you have lived, you have made an impression on people, and through them, you live. She may not know how people remember her, but I know how I will. I will remember her for her strong, determined independence. I will remember her sacrifice. I will remember her tribulations and make them the reason why I need to succeed. She may not have gained this beautiful lifestyle that she had always dreamed of, but she made it possible to change a legacy by passing the baton from my mother to me. Thank you.